Alright y'all, today we're getting into my 6'7" 3-point shooting, playmaking, lockdown defender that I use in the Pro-Am arena. This player is our primary on-ball defender, a two-way slashing playmaker. We want to get into the attributes, the badges, the badge count, and how you guys should consider allocating your badge loadout with this particular build. What's good, AllCity fam? I'm AllCity, and thank you for tuning in. I would like to mention, if you guys are looking for players to run with on NBA 2K22, come on out and join our Discord. We'd love to have you. And if you guys find this video interesting or helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing if you're new. Let's try and get this video to 101.2 likes. If you guys could crush that like goal, I definitely appreciate it. Let's start out with the attributes for the 6'7" 3-point shooting, playmaking, lockdown build. One of the best builds that you could use on NBA 2K22. Alright, yeah, we're gonna start at the very top. This build is a two-way slashing playmaker. I got double lock takeover. He is also 6'7", 180 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. That's max wingspan. And reviewing the attributes, we'll start from the left. In finishing, my close shot is a 72. My driving layup matches is about a 72, 73. But what was really important was the driving dunk. I wanted to have a good amount of finishing, and I have a 92 driving dunk to meet that threshold for elite contact dunks. No standing dunk and no post control on this perimeter lockdown type of build. My mid-range, high 60s, I just wanted to put some mid-range on, although it's not the primary focus for this build when shooting. I'm primarily going to be shooting 3-point shots, which is why I met the threshold for a good 3-point shooting at an 83-point attribute. My free throw is a 71, and I know a lot of folks like to go below 70 with their free throw, but I highly recommend around 70 because what I've noticed with all of my players, when I put on the Michael Jordan free throw, I'm barely, if ever, missing free throws out there with a 70 free throw attribute. My pass accuracy is at an 85. You know I need that gold bullet passer. I love what gold bullet passer does. I'd prefer to have a Hall of Fame, but on this build, it'll be pushing it to consider a Hall of Fame bullet passer. Gold bullet passer is sufficient considering the nerf to the interceptor badge. The ball handle on this two-way slashing playmaker build, an 84. The speed with ball, an 83. No interior defense on this perimeter lockdown type of build, a two-way slashing playmaker. Perimeter defense at a 95, a 97 steal with an 80 block. No rebounding on this particular build because I'm primarily playing the top on defense. Primary on-ball defender. We would put our team at a disadvantage if this player goes into the paint. Now for the physicals, my speed is at an 87, a 86 acceleration. No strength on this particular build because he's 6'7". I would like to mention that a lot of players feel if you just add a little bit of strength, getting that strength up to 40 will make a tremendous difference along the perimeter, and you guys may be right. But considering that this build is 6'7", he's already taller and heavier than most point guard builds, so that shouldn't cause a problem with this particular lockdown build. My vertical is at an 80 and my stamina is at a 90. And all of these attributes have been put to the ultimate test running against elite competition in the Pro-Am arena. The badge count for this build is 21 finishing, 18 shooting, 28 playmaking, and 30 defensive badges. Now when allocating your badges for a rebirth build, if I could do something differently, I would primarily focus all of my additional badges that I get from college and the additional badge points that you've received throughout the seasons. I would allocate all of those into my defensive category. Now for a finishing badge loadout, we have 21 badge points to work with within our finishing badge loadout, and there's many different ways that you guys could approach this. This is why it was important the way in which I set up my finishing attributes. Like I could get grace under pressure, all depending on how we intend to run our offense as a team. But the way in which we personally run is taking some backdoor cuts. You just need to make sure that you're able to finish off of those backdoor cuts. So as of right now, I got unstrippable on gold because I like to do a lot of those spin dunks, and I don't want to get stripped as most defenders like to spam when you get in the paint. I have limitless takeoff on Hall of Fame. I have posterizer on gold, and I also have slithery finisher on Hall of Fame. And for my shooting badges, I gotta tell you, one of the things that I love about this 3-point shooting playmaking lockdown defender and a two-way slashing playmaker is that he has been shooting really consistent in the Pro-Am arena. I use set shot 25 with release 102 for release 1 and 2. There's no blending on that release if you use the same release 102. I have Deadeye on bronze, Hot Zone Hunter maxed out as silver, catch and shoot on silver, clutch shooter on bronze, corner specialist on gold, lucky 7 on bronze, and I got sniper on gold. And gold has been proving sufficient for me. As long as I'm shooting lights out there, I will not change this badge setup. So if you guys would like to shoot at higher percentages, you may want to consider a badge loadout like this with the jump shot that I recommended in set shot 25 and release 102. Now on to our playmaking category. What I like to do with this build if I'm coming down the court in transition is get these moving behind the back animations going so I can get a speed boost into my transition. I got bullet passer on gold to help speed up my passes. I have hyperdrive on bronze, which I intend to increase with the remainder of my playmaking badge points. I am not a primary ball handler. We have a great point guard and I do not want to handle the ball unless I need to. And if I need to, I have quick first step on gold. I have unpluckable on silver. My glue hands, because he's primarily a spot up shooter, I wanted to make certain that I'm able to transition off of that pass really well. Glue hands on gold, bail out on bronze in case I attempt to take a shot or go for a driving layup or dunk and I need to pass out of it. Bailout really helps with that. Handles for days on gold. I could consider dropping this and allocating some other badges somewhere else, but currently I got handles for days on gold. If we want to work a different offensive setup, I will consider reallocating these badges, but as it stands right now with our team chemistry and dynamic, this is the perfect badge setup for us. And keep in mind, I still got 6 more badges to get on this player for playmaking. And these are my defensive badges. I gotta say, I wish I had more defensive badge points to work in some of these other badges, but it's been working out perfectly for me. Considering the speed, length, and amount of coverage that you can get with a player build at 6'7", being on ball. I have ankle braces on bronze and it's been holding up fairly well. I have clamps on Hall of Fame, interceptor on gold. Keep in mind that this player has a maxed wingspan at 7'3". I've tried interceptor at Hall of Fame. I haven't noticed much of a difference between gold and Hall of Fame. I have ball stripper on in case somebody tries to back down our center and I just need to get down there for a quick swipe. Intimidator on silver was key for this build. This player already covers a lot of space. He has max wingspan. If you have Intimidator on, which is a proximity defensive badge at the perimeter, is going to cause a lot of players to miss just for solely putting your hands up with the Intimidator badge. Currently, I have Pick Dodger on bronze, and I vacillate between getting Pick Dodger up to higher levels and dropping it back down to bronze. Depending on the day, depending on how I'm feeling, or if I'm getting hit with a lot of screens, I just reconsider the idea with Pick Dodger and vacillate between higher levels and bronze. The Rim Protector on bronze works goated. It's not absolutely necessary, as you shouldn't be in the paint with this build, but in those tight situations, they're in transition, you're getting down court, you want help with that chase down block, and you want help with just that interior defense. Rim Protector on bronze works well. I also notice about Rim Protector that badge sometimes activates at the perimeter too, so keep that in mind. Chase down artist on bronze just to unlock the animations. I would love to get Hustler on, although I did try it yesterday, getting Hustler at higher levels. I love what the badge does in boosting your stamina when the ball gets loose, but from what I noticed for our team in Pro-Am is not absolutely necessary. I would love to have it on, but currently, considering my badge loadout, I sacrificed Hustler for the Tireless Defender badge. And what I've noticed with Tireless Defender, I know a lot of you guys are scratching your head like, why Tireless Defender over the Hustler badge? And this, trust me, is through trial and error, y'all. Tireless Defender, as the description says, it allows your player to play defense more aggressively without losing as much stamina as a normal player, which is the exact thing that Hustler does for your player. It doesn't give you any additional animations outside from the animations you already have, but what it does do is boost your stamina bar when a ball gets loose. So if we could understand that within the 2K community, that this is going to boost your stamina when that ball gets loose, imagine a badge that doesn't even allow you to lose your stamina in the first place, and that's the Tireless Defender badge. That's why I sacrificed Hustler for Tireless Defender, and I got Pickpocket at Hall of Fame. I would also love to incorporate the Menace badge, but unfortunately I don't have enough badge points to make that happen, and I gotta say, from my experience, I love what this build has been providing our team defensively. One of those builds that are just a defensive defensive nuisance out there. And there you have it, folks, my two-way slashing playmaker, the three-point shooting playmaking lockdown build for Pro-Am. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this build. What would you do differently? What would you add? What would you take away? Hopefully you guys found this video helpful and or informative, and if you did, please consider dropping a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of 2K22 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.